Hello pilots, I'm Japan and this is special episode How to Play, more precisely how to play to get personal points record. Of course it's not natural gameplay, because personal points are not most important thing we should do in a battle. I'm not playing this way myself, same as most of the players I know, but I did receive some question about those scores, how to achieve it, how some people achieve those scores and post that on YouTube or some Discord stuff, that kind of thing. And lately I even get the information that there's a group of players which on World of Warplanes Discord which basically trying to push the narrative that this is an indication of being a top player, like they have some leading board of top players according to personal scores. So, before the Bomber Escort events ends, which is ideal for those high scores results, I had a couple of hours, and for this kind of bot hunting safari I finished grinding my crates and stuff, so I try to do that. And here's a few tips I want to share with you how to do it, or rather how to give yourself best chance to get this good result. So first thing first, you're not going for the bomber flight formation, because bomber flight formation, they're not gonna, each bomber give you like 500 personal points only. Instead focus on destroying enemy bots, best light fighter or multi-role fighters primarily, easy to kill at one pass, but try to do it around the bomber flight formation, not all over the map, just around the bomber flight formation, because you don't want your team to take those kills, because the amount of planes in the event is limited. You want those kills for yourself in order to do that great results. You need to give escort to your team which is trying to destroy bombers, and you want to kill enemy escort which escort bombers. I know that sounds a little bit complicated, but it sounds more complicated than it is actually. Also remember that finishing the plane is not so important. Taking off is 90% of its health is more important, because for destroying the plane we only get 200 personal points, and for taking out all its HP and destroying you get 1700 points. So sometimes it's better to keep going instead of making long turn to finish off some enemy bot on very low HP. Additionally, for killing planes over the sector, which is actually the defending sector, in the same time you get additional 100 points. So if you kill enemy plane over the sector you get 1800 points. But in the end, of course, you need a little bit of luck in all that. Specifically for matchmaking, you only want to have like maximum 3 players per team, and the enemy team need to have those players on the bombers and ground attack planes, not some heavy fighter or light fighter which will go after you. You just simply don't have time for dogfighting. And as you can see here, I'm not always following my own rules here. I'm killing whatever is nearby me, like those ground attackers or bombers, whatever. But ideal will be to go after light fighter, multi-role fighter, because these are so quick to destroy. That's much better, quick points. And there you go. And of course I'm doing bombers also if there is nothing else, but in this case that was a mistake. Now, is a personal point score can be used in some sort of leading board of top players in this game? Short answer is absolutely not. Problem is that nobody play this way, just to go and shoot bots. Most of the good players play in order to win, in order to get chevrons, in order to do whatever it's needed to be done, to win the game, to win the battle as fast as possible, not to go around, stall the battle and kill easy target bots which flying in a predictable path. It's just ridiculous to suggest that that could be indication of being a good player. Now recently I saw a video on YouTube when someone doing 41,000 personal points, and that's what you see in a title, and you're watching it, and this is literally like flying in one sector in the middle of the map, killing bots for most of the battle and losing it at the end. Like come on, this is like ridiculous. I can imagine like everyone dreaming about to do 41 personal points in a conquest mode and losing the battle in the end, Like this is actually best example how not to play. And this battle was recorded from press account before any data about the plane was released, so basically no one knows how to fight with F9, Panther, how is the Panther turning, how fast it's flying, no information about the plane. So whoever's playing a Panther at this point and testing it have significant advantages because nobody know how to deal with this plane. And so they can brag about it after all and show those personal points, which is laughable to me, specifically that this game is actually lost. But it's not really a testing. If nobody know how to fight with you, how can you test this plane? It's flawed. You can't test the plane with people which have no clue about your plane. You just have secret weapon at this point. And on that video, of course, you can see players using modification, which for me, and I imagine for most of the players, would be considered as cheats. Not only they give significant advantage when you can see enemy planes twice of the distance of other players, also modifications are not available for regular players. Small group of players use them and they are not available for download in popular modpack, so it's just a shame. Anyway guys, if you want to know more about these modifications, there's a video dedicated to this topic. The link is now on the screen, you can look it up if you want. And now I'm gonna give you a break from my talking and enjoy the music, guys. I come back to you in the end of the video to sum up everything and give you my final thoughts. Alright guys, Pain is back, and that was actually currently my favorite song, favorite music. And one more thing here, you see this ridiculous head-on? That was a big mistake. Basically, I know it sounds obviously obvious, but not to get killed, guys, because if you get killed you waste a lot of time, and I get killed in this battle like 4 times, so that clearly shows that I can actually do much better result. But anyway, I'm not gonna try that anytime soon, I guess. This is pretty boring because that's basically flying and killing bots, and there's nothing exciting into it. No tactics, no dogfights, and somehow some people think that this is indication of being a good player. And getting back to the modification, you see, this mod which removed the clouds actually would be very helpful here. It's clearly make it easier to aim. You can adjust your fire to maneuvering targets, yeah. This particular one actually is available in Asline modpack. That's remind me a Tundra cheat, which first was just modification in Asline modpack in World of Tanks, and that removed the bushes from the map so you can easily aim at fast moving tanks. That was significant advantage, and eventually World of Tanks decided that this is cheat. But before that, that was also in Asline modpack, and then when they decided this is actually cheat, then Asline removed that, but a lot of people still keep using those modifications at the time, and they get banned eventually. But this other modification, which allow you to see enemy planes from much greater distance, is pure cheat for me. Often can be a game changer when you can send the bots to attack your enemy, the enemy which cannot even see you and cannot do the same to you. And it's specifically in a game where we don't have enough players and we play against bots. So this is a pretty big advantage, and unfortunately World of Warplanes team doesn't seem to see that this way. And the proof is on World of Warplanes Discord, where allegedly World of Warplanes employee XBK basically make laugh when someone asks for those modifications, what are they. He just make a joke and he just brush that away and not taking that seriously at all, which is very unfortunate because players have different opinion on this topic, and most of the players I know agree that this is absolutely a cheat and shouldn't be in a game, and they would be very happy if that would be at least announced by World of Warplanes team that this is not legal modification. So okay, back to the topic, Major, please. So there is not much tactic here. You just have to go after those bots, kill them as quick as possible. Those tips I give you earlier are pretty much that's all I have, and apart from that you need a little bit of luck and practice, and a lot of practice actually. Obviously playing like XF90 would be ideal for that, which is speed and firepower, and what else can I say? If someone will still annoy you with some screenshot or videos and with some ridiculous results and bragging about it, you can always ask how many bots they kill or how heavy was their mod folder. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching. That's it in this video. I hope you liked it, found it useful, and if so, please leave a like and subscribe for future content. That helps the channel, and leave a comment what you think about those results on modifications, what you feel about that. And yeah, I'm preparing a new video about Messerschmitt 209. It's gonna be soon in this weekend, and it's gonna be much more interesting for me from my perspective. Very tough battle and fun, a lot of fun. Intro must be, and yeah, that's it guys. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one. Take care.